Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay.
All right, welcome back to the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training Podcast, where we're focused on helping you to transform your dog's behavior. James, have you ever been around a crazy dog, or have you ever owned a crazy dog? Have you ever lived in a home where there was a poorly behaving dog?
I have.
Seriously, tell us the story.
Yeah, so, I used to do in-home sales, selling solar panels. And
You were selling solar panels?
Yeah, so I would go into everyone's house, and I've been into, hundreds, if not thousands of people's houses. And, there's always one person, once a month, you got someone with a horrible, horrible dog.
And so you're knocking on doors.
Knocking on doors.
And they say, sure, come on in. Tell us about the solar panels.
Yep.
And you walk in, and there's like white fang in there?
There's like poop on the floor.
Oh, no, there wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
There's like, a litter of dogs that just got birthed like a couple weeks ago with a couple of big dogs out back. The wife's telling you, oh, these are the nicest dogs ever. The husband's telling you, if you go to pet them, they'll bite you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What's the craziest dog in particular you can remember that you saw this dog, and this dog, it came after you. It sucked your soul. It peed on somebody. It bit somebody. What's the craziest dog you've ever experienced?
So it was actually, growing up, my buddy, he had an oversized miniature pinscher.
Oversized miniature pinscher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that make it normal size?
Well, it was like less big than normal, but bigger than miniature. And so this thing, it would just go crazy. Every time you see it, would jump like 4 feet up in the air and just pee everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know who can stop that is Tulsa's #1 and highest rated and most reviewed Tulsa dog trainer, JT Lawson. Welcome back onto the show. How are you, sir?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I trained a dog that was so energetic. It was a Dalmatian lab mix, and it would get super excited. It would roll over on its back and then just start peeing while like squirming. So it would just be peeing up in the air, on people, on itself. It was the whole thing.
Well, I'll tell you this, folks. Yeah. If you are trying to transform your dog's behavior, again, if you have a Tulsa dog and you're trying to transform that Tulsa dog's behavior, we've got a dog training solution for you. So, JT, tell us how it happens. How does it work? People are on Google right now. They're typing in Tulsa Dog Trainer. They found you. And they also found a lot of other dog trainers. I mean, there's a lot of dog trainers. You do a search right now for Tulsa Dog Trainers. There's a lot of dog training solutions. Now, because you are the highest rated and most reviewed, a lot of people do reach out to you. But walk us through what makes you different there at Make Your Dog Epic.
Yeah, so biggest things that make us different are we're not going to use any high-pressure sales moves on you. We're not going to try to guilt you into buying training. Our first lesson's 50 cents. So that way you can try before you buy it. So we're going to actually meet you and your dog, and we're going to go over a bunch of stuff, tell you more about us, figure out you and your dog's goals. And then after that, we have multiple different options for you to choose from. We have one-on-one training. We have boarding school. And then no matter what you do, it's a money-back guarantee, and you get group class forever. So big thing with us is it's a money-back guarantee, and we're going to be there for the rest of your dog's life. Other biggest thing with us is our goal is never obedience at the expense of personality. So there's no point in having a dog that listens if we're going to crush its soul to get there. So that's not what we do, and our goal is happy dogs and happy clients.
Now, James, I'm sure you've seen this before, but every industry has a guru that emerges.
Right.
And the guru then reaches out to you, and let's pretend that I'm calling you, okay?
Okay.
And let's pretend that I'm the guru and you are a dog training owner. Okay?
Let's do it.
Boop, 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 boop. Hey, is this James?
Hey, this is James, dog training.
Yeah, James, this is the dog guru, and I'm here to teach you how to sell more dog lessons.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Well, I have a series of moves.
Okay.
Do you want to know the moves?
Let's hear them.
Okay, and now from that point forward, you've enrolled in my dog training sales system. And there are a lot of dog trainers in the Tulsa area that have been taught these moves, these methods, these ways to manipulate the customer and to get them to buy the Tulsa dog training lesson, even though they can't afford it, even though it doesn't make any sense. And so what I'd like for you to do, JT, is if you could explain maybe the top 5 dirtiest sales training moves that you've actually heard. They've been taught. This isn't hearsay. You've actually witnessed these dirty sales techniques being used. So just so the listeners out there can prepare themselves psychologically for the laser show of mass manipulation. Because again, your lessons are your first lessons are 50 cents for your dog training, and then you let people choose a package. But there's other trainers out there that have some pretty intense sales moves, sir.
Yeah, so there's a lot of trainers. Everything will be feel like it's going great, and then at the end, their whole personality changes, and you feel like you were talking to a friend, and now you're talking to a used car salesman. So what will happen is we have I've heard of and seen multiple different moves, because there's a lot of different dog trainers in Tulsa and a lot of different salespeople.
Yeah.
Some of the moves are, one is they call it the hey, I got to call someone. So if you say, hey, you got to think about it, they're like, awesome. I'm going to hop in this call really quick, and I'll come back, and then we'll figure out what you need to do. So you have time to think about it. And they'll just leave, and then they'll pretend make a phone call, and then come back in 5 minutes and be like, hey, what do we decide? And so that's one of the moves.
How does that move? How does that move even work? I mean, if a guy is in my house talking to me about training my dog, he gets a phone call, gets out, I'll probably just shut the door. I mean, what's the psychology behind that?
Yeah, well, they're like, basically how it's supposed to work is somebody's like, hey, I really got to think about this. I got to talk to my wife or whatever. And you're like, hey, awesome. Well, I have to make this call really quick. So you guys go ahead and talk it over, and I'll be right back. And then you just leave. And then you come back 5 minutes later, and you're like, hey, awesome. So did we figure it out? And so that's one of the moves.
It's one move.
Move number 1.
Okay, move number 1.
Move number 2 is they can't leave until they get a yes or a no. So they just have to stay there. It's kind of like the telemarketer who can't hang up first. They're like obligated. Like if they hang up first, they're fired. That's basically what it's like. So they either have to get a yes or a no. So if you're like, hey, I got to think about it, they're just going to be like, so let's think about it right now, and let's figure it out before I leave. And so they just will not leave unless you give a hard yes or a no.
Okay.
So if you keep saying I have to think about it, they're going to be like, well, let's think about it together. I'm right here. We can do this. And so they won't leave. So
Do these moves ever work? Do these moves work?
It's one of those that sometimes they're so dirty, and so you're like, I will pay you to leave.
Right.
You stop talking to me.
Right. So these are taught. I mean, you know for a fact that these sales moves are taught.
No, these for sure are taught. They're gross.
This is sick. This is sick.
Yeah.
Somebody has to stop this.
So dirty move number 3 that I can think of off the top of my head is they will, it's called mislabeling. So basically what I want to do is I want to tell you what you're doing. I want to say how you're feeling, but I need to purposely say wrongly. So if you're like, hey, I just have to think about it, I'm supposed to say, is it fair to say you don't really want to get your dog trained? And then you're going to say, no, I really do want to get your dog trained. And then you're like, awesome, sweet, let's sign up right now. Or they're like,
what?
Hey, I just don't know if I I just really have to talk to my husband. I don't know if I'm ready to do this. And you're like, is it fair to say you don't like me? And they're like, no, I do like you. And they're like, awesome, sweet, well, let's get it signed up right now. And so this is actual move.
Come on!
Yeah.
This is not actually being taught. No one's doing this.
It's being taught. It's out there for sure.
Oh.
So that's number 3. move number 4, basically is they want to get you to say no a bunch. So basically they're like, hey, is it fair to say you would not do this training? No, I'd do this training. You're like, awesome. Is it, would you say you don't like us? No, I do like us. Like it. Awesome. Well, would you not do our training? No, I would do. And you're just trying to get no's over and over and over and over. That way, at the end, you can get one yes.
Now,
so then at the end, yeah.
These are moves that are taught, and it's mind-boggling to me. Now, one move I've heard about, and James, see if you can follow the logic here.
I'm listening.
And I watch dog trainers do this stuff. They freely run out there and they advertise that if you team up with us, you're going to learn our sales moves. And it's all about these dirty sales moves. There's all these dirty sales systems that are taught. The one that always blows my mind, JT, is the mirror move. The mirror move.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk about the mirror move? Have you seen the mirror move? Have you seen the mirror move?
I've read about it and I've seen it. Yeah. So the mirror move is basically there's multiple levels to it. So I can mirror your body language. So if you're leaned back, I lean back. If you cross your arms, I cross my arms. If you're cross your legs, I cross my legs. If you stand up, I stand up. So you're mirroring their body language. You're mirroring their tempo, so how fast they're talking. So even if they're not passionate about it, or if they're like kind of like the Debbie Downer personality, then you be the Debbie Downer personality. You just match it, and then basically you repeat the last couple words of their sentence. So if they're like, yeah, my dog jumps on people, then you're like, your dog jumps on people? And then they're going to feel awkward and obligated to mirror you or to answer what you said and give and explain more. You're like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. You don't know if you feel comfortable with this? Or they're like, I have to talk to my wife. You have to talk to your wife? And then you just say it. You say it back, and this is a real thing. And then what they'll do is, how it's supposed to work is they're supposed to just feel obligated to tell you more and more and more without you actually saying anything. And so that's the mirror move.
James, that would just irritate me. Would it not irritate you?
It would. I'm waiting for the sales guy to say, hey, if you sign up now, we have a credit card, pay per month, 12 months. Here we go.
Here we go. And any other dirty move, JT, that you see? It's a common sales move, again, because you focus on being one of the highest rated and most reviewed Tulsa dog trainers, and you do that by offering the first lesson for 50 cents, and then you have very transparent pricing. You also have scholarship pricing available for people. Any other dirty moves that you seek commonplace in the Tulsa dog training world?
Yeah, so that's that was 5, so I'll give you a bonus one, which I think is the dirtiest move.
Dirtiest.
It's the emotional pull. So basically, if you get down to it and a person's just really like, I don't think I can afford that, or they say something like that, then you're supposed to, and this is the thing that's actually being taught, you're supposed to get real serious, and then you're supposed to lower your tone, you're supposed to lean in, and you're supposed to, because say, let's imagine the package is worth $5,000, that's what you're trying to get them to sign up for, and they're like, I just don't know if I can afford that. Then I'm supposed to say, well, if you don't get your dog trained, your dog won't come when called, and so it's going to sprint into the road, and it's going to get hit by a car. So are you telling me that your dog is not worth $5,000 to you?
Ooh.
And they'll pull this emotional move, and it is gross. It is just disgusting.
Oh.
It is a dirty move.
James, can you believe this?
I can believe it.
You can believe it?
Oh, yeah.
How can you believe this?
I'm waiting for, hey, I go back to my car, I call the boss. Oh, yeah, if you sign up today, there's a 10% discount. Let's go right now. Sign up.
So these sound believable to you?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, well,
absolutely.
Unbelievable. You are from Hardin to New Jersey. That's why for me, this sounds unbelievable. I can't believe it. You, though, you're a hardened New Jersey citizen. You're used to this. You're used to this. Now, again, folks, if you're out there today and you want a low-pressure sales experience, and you want to just see if the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training experience is right for you, simply go to makeyourdogepic.com, makeyourdogepic.com, and schedule your first Tulsa dog training lesson for just 50 cents. And then after that, JT and the team will point out different packages that are available, and they'll see if there's a package that best suits your dog's needs and your budget. Also, there are select scholarship opportunities available, and JT will match any competitor's price there. So, JT, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll give you the final word there, sir, on this epic part 19 of the Make Your Dog Epic podcast. What's the final word you want to share there, sir?
Yeah, biggest thing with us is our whole goal is our goal is obedience, but never at the expense of personality. So don't go get your dog trained if it's going to crush their soul. So that's not the point. Your dog should still be able to be a dog. It should be able to get up on the bed with you if you want them to. It should be able to play with you. You should be able to kiss your dog. You shouldn't have to have your dog live in fear all day just for it to listen. That's gross. So we do not do that. We want happy dogs, happy customers, and that's our whole goal.
You are the best Tulsa trainer, best Tulsa dog trainer around, JT. We really do appreciate you providing some Tulsa dog training wisdom here for our listeners, and I hope you have a great rest of your Tulsa dog training day.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents. Which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog. It's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on makeyourdogepic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents. Which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, but we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.